So more specifically, we are going to talk about keep your heart from red flags. Okay? Excuse me. Red flags ang aton nga pag-istoryahan. So tibigan ang imo tagipusoon gikan sa mga red flags. So ang nang iya nga Ilonggo, no? So now, what is a red flag? A red flag is a warning sign or a signal that points to a problem, danger, or bad behavior. Ang red flag is a warning sign. So magsiling gani, no? Ay, ini siya nga tao, red flag ni. Ini nga character niya, red flag. Ini nga behavior niya, red flag. It's a warning sign. Let us take a look at the Bible in Proverbs 27 verse 12. The Bible says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil. In this verse, may duwa ka klase nga tao. May isa ka prudent man, kag may isa ka simple. Hindi ni siya simple nga klase tao nga pangabuhi o kag kamayo. It speaks about not prudent. Define ta dugay-dugay, no? Further, ang sa Bible, ang prudent may foresight. Kita yang matabo, kita yang malaing na matabo, kag kapalagyo siya, gapanago siya. Ang simple, kita yaman, pero gindakat yung yapon. No? Therefore, sa Bible, and are punished. Nagabaton siya sa mga malaing na konsekwensya. Kita na ako, tandaan na ako, sundo nagabinagyo, no? Basko, malay ng panahon, dito sa Boracay, kita ako na sa beach, no? May mga red flags, as in literal, no? Nalipat ko sa may term sila dito, no? No swimming, no? Something like that. Kita mo naman ang dagat, no? Ang tubig, no? Grabing balod. Now, try mo, no? Kung may, pati doon sila ganun isang red flag, kung nag-swimming ka, so, ang basang Bible, ang prudent, kita yang evil, and hideth himself. Pero ang simple, mas rigat, tistingan kami. Let's test the waters. Okay? So, and are punished. Now, those kinds of illustration, may sound very basic, and sometimes funny, but when it is applied to real life, dumahamot kung iban kung kisan, no? Kung ginaobra pa sa mga tao, kag as a result, kung nagabaton sila sa mga undesirable consequences. So, ari further nga description or explanation niya, no? Sa pagiging prudent. A prudent is a wise person who sees trouble coming and avoids it. So, a prudent man is a wise person who sees trouble coming and avoids it. While on the other hand, a simple man is an unwise person who walks into trouble and regrets it later. Kaya ang magaling sa Bible, no, na-disgrasya siya, na-punish siya, hindi, try agad ya, tistingan niya agad, no, gusto niya agad ya pala nga ma-experience agad, nilagaling, no, enjoy now, regret later. Therefore, hambas sa mga Ephesians 5:17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Punahang pa natin, galing ang kubupon mula sa Diyos, ginaobra natin, we become wise. Hambal galing nila no, wisdom is the right application of knowledge. No, this is knowledge night. No, damo sang tayo nga kung sa diin makagather kita sa knowledge, but when we do not apply it, there is no wisdom in it. No, balaan ta mo ning insakto, balaan ta mo ning mga balait, no, pero wala naton gina-apply ang insakto naton nga natunan, wala man sang wisdom dira nakatabo. So wisdom is the right application of knowledge. Disclaimer lang. When we say red flags, it may be or may not be deal breakers. Okay? Kung silingon, pag siling ba lang ang red flag, ang isa ka tao, hindi necessarily nga i-cancel mo na siya. No? Especially when we are talking about love. No? So when we say red flag, ang isa ka tao, hindi necessarily nga i-cancel dayon. Kay base ang red flag na ikaw na. Di gusto mo i-cancel ka dayon? Basi pwede mo pa man ma-change. No? Basi pwede ka pa man ka-improve. So, it may be a deal breaker, no? Kung hindi na gid makayo, or it may not be. No? Basta, again, red flag simply means it's just a warning sign, not a deal breaker. Here are the possible red flags. Number one, of course, the other person. Number two, the relationship itself, no, hindi na be healthy, no, toxic na, hindi nyo na makayo. So, it's a red flag. Or sometimes, kasi ikaw ang red flag no, sa relationship na. Sometimes gusto mo wala na mangita ka sa good and godly person. Damo pag isang ideas, gusto mo po, God-fearing, gentleman, provider, caring, loving. Pero ikaw is the exact opposite of it. No? Handong ka lang niya, pero ikaw hindi kaya willing mag-obra sila. Ikaw galing yung red flag. Look at this quote, no, you don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. Okay? May gusto kita, pero kamusta ang kabuhig naton? No? Magustuhan niya man na ayhan? No, may mga may mga vlogger no sa social media, damo sila following, no? Gapabati-bati, no, niya gusto tani may maka notice sa akon nga mga mabuot, nga mga pinalangkaon. Dayon galiklamo siya no nga adong ginabastos siya no kung babae siya limbawa no mga comments ito damo siya thousands and millions of followers yung mga bastos ang comment ay paano na hindi magbastos no kay ang iyang content no nagapangita siya sa manami nga tao respectable for example pero ang iyang content is sexually attractive or suggestive. So you attract the person, the people who you are. Nag-post na siya, nag-content na siya, bingara siya sa simbahan, nag-post na siya, isang mga lectures nila sa simbahan, sa mga preachings, ay, laban-laban, kundi mga godly people man ang mag-comment nila, pag mag-engage, pag mag-react. So, kamusta ang inyong social media? You attract who you are. Okay? Let us look at the warning signs or the red flags. Now there could be many, but let's just take up 4 red flags from the Bible. Okay? So, in a relationship, in love, damo sang pwede nga red flags, damo man ang iba nga tao, ang kalibutan, kambal parti sa muli nga topic, about red flags, but let us look at the red flags in the Bible. So number 1 is not pursuing Jesus. So a person who is not pursuing Jesus is a red flag. The relationship that is not pursuing Jesus is a red flag. Lantuan niyo sa 2 Corinthians 6:14, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? So malaan ta ni no, ang muni nga non-negotiable nga guidelines sa Diyos, ginambayag direkta nga if the other person is an unbeliever, it is a red flag. Or you, ang watan ko, may-ari pa din, no? For example lang, ikaw ang unbeliever, then you are the red flag. What if both of you are unbelievers? Bisan ano pa bala ka nami sa inyong relationship, red flag yapon. Because that is not God's will. Nga man, hambal sa 2 Peter something, chapter 3, nalipat ko. God is not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. It is not God's will nga ang tao magpa-impyerno. So, kung pareho ka mo unbeliever, bisan pa namin sa relationship ninyo, mapa-impyerno, mga magyapon, sayang lang. So, that's why the relationship itself is not God's will. Bisan kamo pa ang pinaka-perfect nga relationship sa mata ng tao or ideal, no? Mga nami, pang mga kapangabuhi ninyo, mga kabataan ninyo, napadako nyo sa maayo, exemplary, idea kaayo, hindi yapon God's will. No, kay mapa-impyerno ko pareho. Amo na di siya ginahambal. Now, may mga, now let's put this into reality. May mga instances kung sa diin, no, may ara no nga unbeliever in a relationship and then later on nag-work out. So, muni ang ginagamit ka excuse ng madamo no ng mga Kristohanon or pamatanon, and I understand because in church sometimes hindi mo dira makita ang imo the one kaya probably wala gid man dira, wala sila gasilimba no mga young balaw di masyado na hilig sa church sa iban. So wala ka na sa mga makitaan, pwedeng ka mangita sa classmates mo, sa friends mo, sa neighbors, everywhere, laban-laban unbeliever, pero mga maayo nga tao. Now, when God says that be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, that does not mean that the unbelievers are bad people. No nga, hindi ako gusto mag-upod sa ila, not because they are bad people, simply because they have different spiritual foundation. And your spirituality, when you get married someday, will be almost everything sa inyong pag-ugdanay. Mang-interest ka mo someday, no? Sari-sari ka mo spiritual foundation, siya wala kaya spiritual foundation. Kung wala siya spirituality, wala siya kasimba, pero mabuhot siya. So, paano yung padako ng inyong bata? No? So, mayo lang, no, kung pasugtan niya ka, no, kung dalo mo sa church, pero 1-8, masilig siya, no, kung Sunday, mag-family time ta. No? Ikaw yung gusto mag-church, siya yung gusto yung mag-family time. Malagaw-lagaw ka mo, ma-resort, ma-beach, kung sa diin pagin. So it's going to be very difficult, no? Not just with other, unequal yoking with other religious beliefs, but even Christians, no? Because the principle of compatibility applies here. Nataon naton karon na. Nataon naton di anay. So don't give them your heart if God doesn't have theirs. Sa mga unbelievers. Wala ang ilatay tuson, wala ka sa Diyos. Wala pa sila kabaton kay Jesus as their Lord and Savior. Dahil nila ginhatag nila nga taytuson sa Diyos. Hindi man maghatag ang imo taytuson sa ila. No, because that is a red flag. One who is not pursuing. Hindi lang kay may relationship, kundi ka pursue, no, sa relationship kay Jesus Christ or intimacy and following Him faithfully.
Sorry, Naya.
Sabi ko akon, hindi ko nakakonect. If he or she is not passionate about God, it's going to be so much more difficult for him or her to love you in the way that God intended. Christian siya, no? Pero ikaw lang yung sa church permi. Once a month lang siya makita sa church. Christian man siya. That is why nung gindayunan mo siya galing, for example, kaya makasiling ka, Pastor, Christian man siya. Excuse mo. Pero halos doon siya makita sa church. Anong foundation niya sa godly man or woman? Where you get your instruction of being a godly man or woman in a relationship. Kung hindi mo makita sa pulong sang Ginoo. So if he or she is not passionate about God, it's going to be so much more difficult for him. Because when you mag-ugdanay na ka mo sa ulihi, it's a lifetime na adlaw-adlaw na mag-ugdanay. No, so dira na no manifest ang mga behaviors nyo, no, nga hindi hapos i-resolve, no, kung hindi ka mo close sa Diyos, pareho. Kung close ka mo sa Diyos, pareho, ka mo ga-adjust, no, sa inyo kagalingon as how God would want you to behave in life. Sa Amos 3:3, can two walk together except they be agreed? Muna siya, no? Nabayag isang Christian, pero hindi ka mo spiritual, ang spiritual level, yung hindi magpupong, di bot silingon nga, ang isa, do amo man siya ka-active, no? Basta, ang equal yoking bala, nga principle, walang pabigat. Halimbawa, ang isa lalaki, pastor or pastor-pastoron, leader. Ang isa, housewife. okay man na siya, no? So at least pagpuli ni husband, okay na tanan, na-prepare na tanan ng mga bata na himos na. So hindi man kinanglanon nga si wife na ara gitermi. No nga parehas kin sila nga, hindi kinanglanon nga leader man siya. Sino para mabantay sa mga bata? Sino mahimos ang balay? No, equal yoking. Nag-agree man sila han kalau sa balay. No, kay busy ko rin sa church. No problem. Hindi na di pagpaligding balay. Focus rito sa church na work. So number 2, red flag number 2, not approved by family and friends. When we say family and friends, ideally if you have Christian family and friends, or even the church family can be your family. Now, can be your Christian family. So if the other person is not approved by your family and friends, it's a red flag. If the relationship is not approved by your family and friends, even both of you are believers, but your relationship is not approved by family and friends, it's a red flag. Here is a reality. When a person is in love, the heart tends to justify all the warnings the brain signals. Di wala na, wag silang sabla nga, for example, no, classmate mo, unbeliever. No, pero everything pati sa iya is good, except that no, unbeliever lang siya. So, i-justify sang habas ang brain mo, alert, red flag, habas ang heart. Hindi, sige lang no, kay Christian nun talaga sa ulihin. I-work out talaga. Justify sa heart. Although, pwede man, but let's see, we'll find out. By the way, with that issue, dumatong story ni Ruth, again discussed with Pastor Joe for the past weeks. No, I just realized that in the story of Ruth was the unbeliever. No, she was a Moabitess, not an Israelite. No, she was the wrong that was made right. Okay? If you remember in chapter 1, ang baya kay mother-in-law si Naomi, ang baya, my people, thy people shall be my people, and thy God, my God. Kay lain gani ya ila Diyos. No, gina ako ina, no, ginbato niya na. No, mother-in-law, kung sino mo Diyos, amo naman ako na Diyos. So she was the unbeliever na nanging believer. So basi magamit na sila no nga pwede na siyang matabo, and that is good. Okay. After all, tanan kita nga tao makasasala, agdaga kasala. It is always right to make things right. Pero let us not use that path as the original path, because those kinds of things, situations are exemptions. Another is Samson. Samson was in the right, nagkamali, pero tinama. Diba? Si Samson, ara siya sa will ng Diyos, yung gamit siya ng Diyos. Nagsala siya sa love life niya. Pero later on, ginchakto niya. So, you see, no, people make mistakes. Characters in the Bible make mistakes. So, what remains right is still the Word of God. Hindi ba silingon, amo ni siyang Bible characters na sundon ko. Ilan tawa, no? Kung human siya sa gasunod siya sa ichakto sa pulong sang Ginoo. Kaya they also make mistakes. Nagamaayo lang na siya kung mag-ichakto nila sa Ginoo. And by the way, going back to the story of Samson, sang bisan ginchakto yun na sa ulihiyag nga sala, iya nga sala, he still was not exempted from the fatal consequences sa iya nga sala. Pag ginchakto niya, but his life was cut short. No, his rule, his leadership was cut short. Pangusay nga sala, he was killed in that moment. No? Kung wala pa siya napatay, lukit mataya, he was not the same as before. Anong lesson na matundaan natin dira in matters of love? Amo na siya gani, no? Kung ano bala ang path nga tsakto gintulo sa Ginoo sa aton, kag try taging kisa magliko, no? Kay masilig tayo, basi mapatadlong ko man sa uli, or makabalik man ko, basi, pwede man ka makabalik. but it may cause you a terrible consequences that you will really regret like the simple man. In Proverbs 12:15, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. Hindi siya galing ng heart nato, sakto ni, para sa akong sakto ni. But the simple man, ang basa sa Bible, but he that hearkeneth, listens to counsel, is wise. Sa Proverbs 11:14, where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. A multitude of counselors, ang lagi ng mawagin ng church family, they are not just people here. They are not just acquaintances. They are people who can actually guide you in your life, even in your love life. They can guide you to safety. Proverbs 15:22, without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. Din ang plano ka, gusto mo siya, no? Bisan hindi ang madamo, bisan damo red flags. Wala ka na mati counsel, your purpose may end up in disappointment. Here is another story. Story ni, hindi ko na pag-meet lang ngalan niya kay hayo mo lang galing na. Pero nagbuha siya sa Wawawing, no? Sa YouTube kung lang naging buha, nakilagi dahil. Now, sa ini nga game show, may mga contestant sila nga gina-interview nila anay bago nila pampangon. This woman, rather this girl, is just 15 years old. No, kung ako maglantaw, mas gulang pa sa 15 years old. Inabangod, may duwa na siya kabata. And here is biology. No, got change ang aton nga appearance, especially sa babae, pag may bata ka na. Namuot ko one time, no, sang estudyante pa lang ako sa nursing, ara kami sa gazebo, so do tambayan, cottage sa university. Sa mga classmates ko rin ako natunan, hamba sa mga classmates ko natutulog ilang mga babae, isa ka babae, mga babae man yung classmates na ako nung no, hamba ya, ay araw, hindi na siya, no, hindi na siya V. Excuse me, hindi ko paano yun na siling, yalan, tuwa wala siya maglakat. Sila kabalo sila mga babae. Kabalo sila sa mga differences, no, sa itsura sang tao, mga changes, because indeed there is 15 years old, wala, hindi 18, hindi 20. At 15 years old, may duwa na siya kabata. Ang basang title, no, nagkaanak sa 62 years old. May tatay siya, pro broken family sila. Nung tatay lang aalaga siya, palanggaman siya sa tatay. Pero ang nanay ang nagngita sa nagsumakabilang bahay. Now, according to her story, paano siya nagkaduwa kabata sa two different men. Ang una is boyfriend niya. Sa nagbusong siya kuno, ginhambala niyang boyfriend niya, busong buntis ako, ikaw ang ama. Ang basang boyfriend niya, hindi na ako bata, nalagyo. So paluluoy siya. Siya masustento. Single mother, oh. So, may isa ka 62 years old na mabuot. Siya nag-aalaga sa bata, nagsustento. Ay, hindi, no? Bangod sa mga muna balang nga sitwasyon, kaya kahulog ang malatsago sa babae, especially nga wala siya sa nanay, napangita siya sa pagpalangga sa iban, nahulog siya dito sa 62 years old, sincero man tong lolo, ang lalaki, no? So, as a result, nagbata sila. Galing lang kay ang lolo nga to, na hindi niya lolo ang lalaki nga to, napatay, may liver cancer. No? Pero ang bata ito, nag-sustento sa iya. So, kasi may third pagaling nga story, pero hindi na mag-advance nila. This girl obviously did not have much counsel in her teenage years. Wala siya kabalo, siguro lang wala yan na foresee what the evil coming in her life. That is why we have a church where we gather young people to be educated so that they can apply it in their lives, and that is wisdom. Para to avoid the regretful events na kaangay sini nga matabo sa ilang kabuhi. Maliwili sang host. At di ano mahambal mo sa mga bata mo, so maginhambal siya sa suba, maghambaya sa bata, sa abot iyang babae na 3 months old pa lang. Hambaya, sana lumaki ka ng malusog at sana pag lumaki ka, huwag mo gayahin ang ginawa ko. Hehe. Ang baliwili. Oh, kita mo, tumatawa ka pa. Ibi-ibi siya kagina. Tapos ang ginhambayang iyang ginubra, iya sala, nampot man siya, no? Balaan niya man nga sala. So, amumula na, no? Regret later. Gusto mo na kayuhon, gusto mo na tadlungon, pero may mga consequences na painful and regretful ang iyang effect. Proverbs 27:9, ointment and perfume rejoice the heart, so that the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel. No, ang advice kuno bala sang friend, no, daw ointment mahamot manami so pamatian siya, no, Christian and godly family and friends ideally. Now, when those around you that you really trust, who have a good spiritual foundation and have your best interest at heart, when they don't like the person you're with, that's a red flag. Now, when you are, I'm not being personal here, no. I'm speaking generally because I know some of all of us here come from are in different situations. Iba sa aton single, iba sa aton are in a relationship, iba sa aton married na. Now, in a relationship na situation, sometimes, or probably you are dating pa lang, probably hindi okay sa imong Christian circle. It may be your family, it may be your church family, your pastor, your advisors, no, nga ginakabig mo sa imong kabuhi. Hindi okay sa ila, it's a red flag. And what do other young people do? Pagbalaan nila hindi okay, wala na sila ga-inform, tago na nila. Okay? Pabalaan mo na lang na may migo nga may miga, hindi halin sa iya, wala gani naglisensya, although hindi man required, no? Wala naglisensya, wala man nagpabalo, pero nabalaan mo sa laban-laban fellow young people yaman, ay balaan na nila. No, kilalahay na sila eh. No, kag nag-iistoryahanay na sila. Ikaw lang yan, siguro nga pastor, no, o na youth worker niya, ang wala kabalo, kaya ginatago nila, laban-laban bala nila, red flag. Siya mismo malaan niya man, the simple, no, pass on or punish, the prudent man look at where he is going. Number 3, not respecting boundaries. So a person who is not respecting boundaries is a red flag. A relationship that is not respecting boundaries is a red flag as well. If you are not respecting boundaries, you are a red flag. Here's another story. Tawagutan na lang sa title nga, The Hammock. Nalipat ko nung kundi ko rin nakuha. Pero this is the story of 2 Christian young people who are leaders in their youth group. Okay? Probably nag-leader. Sila probably from time to time talk mo sila about love. So they know the issues surrounding love in a relationship. These 2 are in a relationship. They are not yet married. In a relationship pa lang. And they know about boundaries. Ako wala ko galing nag-ubra ni sila, nagsulat sila libro. Now, one time, sa isa ka balay, nalipad ko kung sa diin nga balay, basta nung may duyan dito, nagpungko sila pareho, tupad. Ibalaan to naman, no, pag duyan ng adaan, bisan punta ka na, pagpunta magpungko, no, by means of physics, ano man na tawag doon, dira ikaw mo sa tunga, bungguanay, no? Unlike sa plungkuan, dire yung plastic chairs o bench, pwede kami punta. So, sang naglapitanay na sila bungguanay ng ilang alawas, duyan ng adaan, kagdawala tawo ang balay, nako, nag-andar na ang chemistry, no? Tandaan nga electrical charges, nag-inandar na. No, pag ang lalaki nga youth leader ay naghuhulag na, nag-moves na ang kamot. Okay? Nabatsyagan sa babae. And the babae, si ate girl, aware gid, no, kung ano ang nabatsyag sa lalaki. So, hambal sa babae, hambal ya, kung ano man ang kinaplano ni mga obrahon, hindi ta ka pagpunggan, kay palangga ta ka. Kristiyano ng babae na. Pero, madula lang galing ang respeto ko sa imo. Okay? So, natabo, no, nag-abot sila guro sila nga consciousness pareho, no, kag naghalin sa duyan nga na. So, the hammock can be a pahamak. So, now, when we talk about boundaries, anong klase boundaries? Kissing, balay na, hugging, holding hands, or more than that, no? Especially if you're just dating or in a relationship stage. Of course, pag married ka na, wala na yan. No, we are talking about iyang pamalang kita. No, we are talking about that stage. Here is an interesting passage in Scripture, sa 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 1 and 2. Hambal sa Bible, now concerning the things whereof you wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Pamangkot ko sa ligat, no? Kung ini ba lang ang touch, is it literal physical touch? Touching? Hindi mo tandog-tandog lang sa babae? Or is it a kind of touch na nagabata? Nagabunga. Now, based ko no, sa context ng muna nga passage, muna nga chapter, no, this is talking about touch, about sex and marriage. Okay, that chapter is talking about sex and marriage. Good man. So, this is kind of a euphemism or an unoffensive and indirect way of saying that topic or that thing. So, because in verse 2, for example, nevertheless, to avoid fornication is sex between two unmarried people. So, because sex should be for married people lang. That is why the Bible calls it fornication. This is sin in the Bible. And fornication, ang Greek yan kuno bala porneia. Porn in short sa English natin subong. Okay? So, fornication. So, nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife and let every woman have her own husband. Para hindi ka mo magkasala sa sala ng fornication, magpakasal ka mo nga duwa. Especially if ka palagaanay ka mo. No, kung ready naman ang tanan, pakasal na. Pero kung hindi, kundi true love waits. Tulok-tulok lang anay. No, at kung hindi kagwanta, yung naabi, no, kung timbrano pa ka muna sugod, start ka mo be 15, pakasal ka mo 25 years old. Di 10 years ka mo tulukay eh. No? Muna siya, no, pag basta naman sa Bible, no? Pakasal ka mo. If you want to level up sa inyong balansyagon, kag benefits. Okay? So kung hindi ka pare, di sa mga muna ng mga bagay, you enjoy the season of singleness. Ano tong istoryahan kagi na? Next story. Tawag ko ito lang siya, titulan ito lang siya sang Esplanade. Grabe kitang reaction sa muli nga ano ka problema? May kadlawan sa sa Garden of Love. Okay? Bala nyo, one time so this summer, no, if I can still remember, from time to time, jogging ko bala diri sa city, diri pa ko sa city jogging, drive ko pa kadto diri. Damo din namin joggingan bala sa city. So, kisa sa Sunset Boulevard, sa diri sa Esplanade, kahabaan sa Esplanade, one time nag-decide ko madira sa Garden of Love. First time ko nga mag-jogging. Dahil sa likod yun na nga bahin, may esplanade dira, no, or pwede joggingan. So, samtang galakad pa kadto dito, no, medyo damo tanom, so hindi gawak kita mga tao. Before 7, medyo adlaw na guys, no, mga 6, some over 6, na manog 7. May nagapanilo na, may gapaghilamon. Pero sa paglabot na ako dito sa punta, sa lapit na sa kilid sang suba, nga bahin sang esplanade, may nakita nyo, duwa ka mga pamatanon. Feeling ko mga estudyante. No, doon nakasibilyan lang abi kay summer siguro. No, pero hindi bihis pang jogging balaan. Ito pang eskwela. Nalipat ko naka-ID pa sila. Pagka lapot ko dira, kita ko sila duwa gapungko man lang, no, sa kado kilid. Pero ang ginauga nila nagka-cuddle. Paday sila rin nagka-cuddle. Cuddle, wala no gato paday, wala din ang isa nag-agbayan sa kilid, basta. Doon na huya ko gani mo, doon dire-diretso lakad wala no, kasi ako nahuya na tulog. Pwede ako natulog sa itsura nila kasi isig ko kasi pala kilala ko how. No, awkward pa yun nga. Nakita kami ito tatlo. Dire-diretso lang wala ko tulog-tulog, pero kita ko sila. Siling ko may naglabay, man di ka gila, no? Wala ko sila sita sa wire or something, ginmuno. Diretsuan ko eh. Pero siling ko, grabe. Wala pa alas city, ang duwa, estudyante, hari na sa esplanade. No, kag cuddle. Okay? Cuddle man lang. Di ba? Cuddle man lang. Verse 1, now concerning the things whereof you wrote, that to me it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Now, although this may mean sexual activity, pero you know, there are steps to it, no? Start na sa holding hands, sa cuddle, sa hug, sa kiss. And you don't know, no, kung ano pag matabo, no, kung mag-level up ng inyong mga emotions nila. That is why, dito sa youth conference sa Calvary, when we make rules, no, pag these rules or even have even existed before ako nag-attend siguro, no, may rule na dira nga during the conference, bawal mag-ugnayan ng lalaki at babae sa tulong nga sila lang. Kung gusto nyo, tatlo nyo eh. May upod. No? So, di wala, no? Kung isa pag last night na balaan, dito sana magtulog, may istorya na sila, iba na sa magaga. So, of course, iba niya area, dulong na, no, kay, siyempre ba dulong-dulong sila para may privacy man sila. Hindi sila makitaan. Pero ginabawal, so ara sa rules, ara sa house rules, so kung makitaan, pwede sila sitaon, no? And they know it. Pwede sila sawayon. Because, di mo na, no, because kung ara na kamugaling, when you are, nabilatsagod ka mo sa isa kag-isa, your boundaries, your gates are kind of starting to open. If you have like 7 doors, you're starting to open 1 door, 2 doors. No, di ba lang, pag stranger na, pag hindi mo kilala, especially hindi mo type, tandaan mo nga pitahan sirado, naka-double lock pa siguro. No, pero kung you're starting to like each other, gamatamat sila open. How much more if it is the love of your life? Ay, pila naka-doors ang na-open, kasi isa na lang guro nabilin, kasi kortina na lang nabilin. You know, ma-level up ka bala pag mahulog sa sala. That is why, no, boundaries. No, where do we draw the line? The safer, the better. Muna ang ating mga sa mga church youth events, may mga boundaries na kaangay sila para may istorya gid lang. May istorya man na kamo bawal gyapon. Istorya nga duha ka lalaki kag babae sa madulong. Istorya ka mo diri sa damo tawo. Kung gusto nyo. No, basta damo lang tawo. Isa pa kamo ka oras. So, manang story ko sa Esplanade, ha? Layo na yung story sa Subo nga si Mana. So, grabe, no? May takop pa ng guya. Kita ko magyapon yung uniform niya, makilalaan. Huwag ko naghanagin himutara, no? Kaya may mga picture nga, ibang lang ka kitaon. So, kung masang kilala ko, balaan. You know, naluoy ka man, bala. No, you don't want to add salt to injury already. Isa sa mga balita nga nakitaan ko gani, no, ginpatawag ko no ang ginikanan kag ang iskilahan sa mga bata, ang istoryahon. Kag sa isa naman ka balita nga nakitaan ako nagka-trauma ang bata or something. This is what we are trying to teach everyone, the young, to avoid these kinds of danger, no, and tragedy sa ilang kabuhi. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 22, flee also youthful lusts. Ano brahon? Magkadto ka mo? No, palagyuhi. But follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. In 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 18 to 20, flee fornication. No, verse 19, know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which ye have of God, which is in you, which ye have of God, ye are not your own. Verse 20, for ye are bought with a price, therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's. No, ang lawas nato na templo na tani isang Diyos, wala naton tani ginapakahuyan in public. No, rather, ginahimaya nato ng Diyos sa aton nga lawas, even in our love life. No, sometimes, or probably many times in our relationship, na matintar kita, let us still glorify God. Red flag number 4. Leading you away from Jesus. So the person is a red flag if the person is leading you away from Jesus. Or the relationship itself is a red flag if that relationship led you away already from Jesus, or worse, the both of you. Kung kisabala, no? When you are in a relationship, pag nag-break ka mo, hindi ka mo mag-ayuhay, duwa ka mo pa rin yung madula sa church. Kaya, when you go to the same church, balaan mo, magkitaay ka mo, dira na pag-init pa ulo mo sa iya. So, dula ka mo pa rin. Ano is why, natuluan kita, to be prepared in this matter, to be emotionally prepared, spiritually prepared, so that when time comes, if ever breakups happen to you, alam mo ka magyapon pareho sa church. So because you do not come to church for the both of you, man, after all, you come to church for God. So you set aside everything na maka-distract sa inyong relationship with God. No, lain lang ka pagyapon buot kung gusto nyo, unsettled pagyapon, wound pagyapon, healing pagyapon. Pero ang relationship nyo sa Diyos, dapat walang kakaapektuhan. It's a red flag when you're spending time with someone and spiritually, you're not as vibrant as you were before you started spending time with that person. At silingon sa una, active ka sa church, sa Diyos. Faithful ka. Nasang nag-relationship ka na, doon nahati ng imong faithfulness. Doon apektuhan ng imong attendance sa church. It's a red flag. Ask yourself when you are in a relationship na, or probably dating, are we growing closer to Jesus? Am I spiritually stronger today than I was before? Or you try to ask yourself? In Matthew chapter 24 verse 4, and Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. No man deceive you. No, nga sa una, kapirmi, faithful sa Ginoo, sa may man ka na sa kabuhi mo or woman, hindi na na-deceive ka na. Look at these checkpoints. Now, if you start dating and stop going to church, that would be a red flag. If you start dating and you drift away from Christian community, one is that nagaling ng red flag ang imong relationship or the other person. That's why lagyo ka na dire na kay malaan mo basi kumamunuhan ka pag disagree sila sa imo. So hindi na ako dapat simba no basi karon ko magwali ako pa ang matapik. Bisa blind item pa na karon igo ko. If you start dating and you drift away from Christian community, that may not be a deal breaker, but it's something to pause and ask yourself, is this what we really want? Is this wise? Again, if you start dating and you start compromising sexually, the boundaries are disrespected over and over again, and you wake up and you realize we're rationalizing sin together. Pambalo, ay, hindi, okay lang yan, hanggang palang gaanay mata, sa mata sa Diyos, hindi naman isala. Then that would be a red flag. Again, it's fornication. Fornication. Sex between two unmarried people. Some people that are in relationships that are not God's best, kung hindi naging bala ma-fix, pati lang red flags, di man siya deal breaker gid. Pero hindi naging ma-fix, naman sila ay do ga-apektuhan na ang akong nga relationship sa Diyos. Nung notice na ako pila naka-months, doon nag-spiritually decline ako. Nangin toxic na ining relationship, nabulaya na ako sa iya, magdala sa Ginoo. Then probably you need to break up. Probably lang naman, no, hindi man siya command or pilitay. Because again, you're trying to be wise. You see the trouble coming and trying to avoid it. In Psalm 119, 115, depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. No, I will keep the commandments. So ang mga hindi na ang mga bagay o tao nga nagapalayo sa imo sa Diyos from keeping His commandments, you probably need to part ways. The principle is, if we're not growing closer to Jesus, then we should separate ourselves because we intend to obey the commands of God and we want to treat the other person in such a way that they have that same opportunity as well. So the breakup is not just for you, it's for the other person as well. No? Pangumuyuan naman siya gyapon na magtsakto ka mo pareho sa Diyos. Bisan din ako magbalikay. Because sometimes the change or the breakup is necessary for God to do a work in the other person. Sometimes the change is necessary for God to do a work in the other person. Or sometimes the change is necessary for God to do a work in you. Base ikaw ang kinanglanon i-restructure sa Ginoo. Base ma-realize pala ito, no, nagpalayo ako galing sa Ginoo, nag-lie down ako. This thing has caused my relationship with God. You can't marry the right person if you're dating the wrong one. So that's why the change sometimes has to happen. So because you're probably in the wrong person and you cannot end up with the right person if you're still involved with the wrong person. So have the courage to love someone enough to break it off so you can connect with God and give them the opportunity. If you ignore the warning signs, the pain and consequence on the other side of a broken marriage is incredibly difficult. You remember the story kanina, sa 15 years old? Wala siya nag-aisahan, no? Kag hindi siya isolated story. No? In fact, sa mutog nga segment, puro to na sila teenage mothers with different stories. No? Hindi okay ang ginikanan nila sa ilan na tabo. And some of their parents really have problems or really have broken marriages, nag-aapekto sa next generation. Ginpasa sa ilang generation, lo and behold, no? At kita mo, no? Siya mismo, bataya, broken marriage na. No? Siya broken marriage, broken family, pasa-pasa lang sa sunod na henerasyon. That is, if people ignore the warning signs, the heartbreak, the disappointment, and the challenges Those are the red flags. However, there is another side which is very, very special, and those are the green flags. The flip side, the other side of all these red flags. If we recall, these are the red flags. Not pursuing Jesus, not approved by family and friends, not respecting boundaries, leading away from Jesus. Now, kung balis ka doon naton, it will become a green flag. It will become a go. No? If the person and the relationship is pursuing Jesus, it is approved by family and friends. You are respecting boundaries, and you are leading, and the relationship are leading you closer to Jesus. That is a green flag. So keep your heart from red flags.